Just in a place of prayer that the Lord was just talking to me about the life of the man called Lot. And I saw what he was born again, but I saw that his life was not consistent with the life you should expect from a Christian. So that was how the Lord gave me that revelation, that he left before the time. And he could, well, just like I was introducing the message, one thing about that message is don't live before the time is. In life, there are levels of schools. In every areas of life, there is a school that you need to go to. And what makes a place a school is because there's always an instructor, there's always a teacher, there's always a mentor or a coach to teach you what you don't know in life. In case of Lot, God himself was the one that mentored or discipled Abraham. And God gave Abraham to mentor Lot. But instead of Lot to stay and be mentored properly in the school of life by Father Abraham, he left before the time, because of the cares of this world. A good example is because of strife, he left. And when he left, instead of him to learn what he's supposed to learn, he didn't learn it. So when attack came, spiritual warfare came, he didn't know how to pray, he didn't know how to deliver himself, he was taken captive. And the people that were in the same school with him, 318 servants of Abraham, they were in the same school with Lot. They were the one that went to rescue him. So that's why when you live before your time, the fulfilled life, the purpose that God has for you, is going to be difficult for you to fulfill it. People think because they are born again, everything is by grace. Yes, grace is always there to help you, but there is need for transformation. If you are not transformed and you are not discipled properly, or you don't submit to discipleship, wow, that has been our problem. That is the problem with this generation. And if people don't stay in the school of life where God has put them, you see all kinds of struggles, all kinds of pains. It can even lead to death. People die before their time. You see people are not fulfilled. You see people going around aimlessly. They don't know what to do. And that is the problem. People are not ready to submit to authority anymore. And that is one of the problems with our generation right now. That is why you see things are not coming together. I know it has to do with the last days, but as believers, we can still live that life. So if you don't remain where God, the Bible says something so powerful in the book of Psalm. It said, those that are planted in the house of God, they will flourish. And when we say in the house of God, it's not just in a local church. What it means is anywhere God has planted you is your house. And if you remain where God has planted you, definitely you will flourish. But when God plants you, doesn't mean you won't go through stress, you won't go through pain. You go through pain because God has a plan. For a seed to bear fruits, it has to go through the struggle of staying underneath, staying in the darkness for a few days, then find a way out to come to life, then take time to grow, receive sun, receive rain, receive everything. In the beginning, it was not easy, but at the end of the day, it's going to be fruitful. So if you don't remain where God, all I want to say is, it's important first and foremost to stay connected, stay wherever God has put you. Don't leave before the time. It's like if you look at chicken eggs during incubation, it's supposed to be 20-21 days. Any egg that rolled out before the time is useless. It's like a premature. It's not going to be matured and it's not going to become life anymore. So the same thing with our life. It's the same principle that God has used. So anybody, it could be in a local church. God will send people to a local church. God will send you there to bless you and for you to work. But what people does is when they get there, because of little things, they will leave before their time. And when you leave, whatever God wanted to give you there, you won't get it with you. Down the road, it will become a struggle. It could be your supervisor, it could be your managers. At every level of life where God has planted us, it is important for us to learn whatever that we need to learn so that we can move up in life and fulfill purpose.